he dey pain me, yo. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. Ah, he dey pain me, yo, gaga. Mama, he dey pain me, yo, gaga. In this church, he dey pain me, yo, gaga. Sabotu was he dey pain me, yo, for you. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. When we talk about our freedom, we not go the first. When we talk about our freedom, we go the first. When we talk about our freedom, we go the first. Yeah, he dey pay me, yo, gaga. Mama, he dey pay me, yo, gaga. In this year, he dey pay me, yo, gaga. Sabotu was he dey pay me, yo, gaga. Biafra voice 247. Love you, we love you, everything me blood brother man, you know. We go Chris. Chiamaka, Ogaraf, Rasta man of God. Love you. Yeah. Biafra, you know. Ikuku. Bad guy, you know. Water master. Love you. I can't see how I go on. I get down away to the thing. All them enemies of Biafra. Mad people everywhere. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to face. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about our freedom, we're not going to face. Yeah, he depend me, yo, for you. He depend me, yo, gaga. Africans, he depend me, yo, gaga. Listen, he depend me, yo, gaga. Ah, he depend me, yo, gaga. Mama, he depend me, yo, gaga. I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability of a black man. My God. Simon Ekman, maximum respect. Yeah, he depend me, yo, for you. He depend me, yo, gaga. Africans, he depend me, yo, gaga. This your G, he depend me, yo, gaga.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
BIAFRANS, you are all welcome. They sorry. I don't say they come back. I know feed come back. Activities, the characters they go. So we are welcome once again and again and again. You are welcome today. Thank you for being part of this program, this hour, this time, this evening. And we must continue and we must move. This very hour, say so many things they go on, so many things that happen.
Yes, so.
Some people, their problem now how to steal, do everything. Make Mazen and the Galo die, no be their problem. Now, money be their problem. But me and you, they here to fight and restore Biafra. And the Biafra, we must restore. Thank you, Biafrans. This evening, you are welcome anywhere you are watching us from, viewing, eyeing, looking. Whether you are here to insult, to abuse, we know send. We must preach the gospel. That is the needful. So you're welcome this evening. I want you to remember that now that I am talking here, speaking here, nobody knows anything about Mazen Nnennaya. Nobody have seen him. Those that are ranting, making noise, that sit at home has died. Tomorrow, come out. Tomorrow, come out. Make we see you. Sit at home, don't die, Abi. No problem. Tomorrow, come out. When you come out tomorrow, we go understand whether sit at home day or you know day. We know they do anything, they look anybody for face. We are doing everything we are doing, looking onto our goal. Our goal is to restore Biafra. Our goal is to free Mazen Nnennaya. And we must follow Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Prime Minister. So you are welcome once again, and we move. With me in the studio this hour is Battle Cry TV, and we are still expecting that some other people more may join us. So Battle Cry, you have the mic.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world, wherever you are, the IPOB families. And I must say that it is a great day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. A brief, shocking exposition that you will ever see here today will shock you. We will tell you what these people are up to. We will tell you what what is the meaning of all these attacks and this backbiting against the Prime Minister. Here today you will see it. Because you see, money, the love of money, indeed is the root of all evil. Today you will see it. The reason why they're attacking Simon Ekpa, the reason why they are fighting to quench this movement, to make sure that our leader Mazen Nnennaya remain in the DSA dungeon. Many things will unfold on this program. Please, wherever you are now, get in touch with your friends and family, share them this broadcast. It is a one in town, a mind-blowing broadcast that you will hear. You will marvel. You will ask yourself, is human being this wicked? Are they this dodgy? Are they this crafty? But anyway, let me not waste your time. You will see and hear what will happen here today. God bless you. Thank you for having me in the studio, Mazi.
All right. Ndewo nuku, ndewo shinne, Mazi. This evening, like I said, make we listen to Mazi Nnennaya before we continue.
I told you on this platform that they will come for you. You see, let me tell you one thing that people don't know because you don't know history. I forgive some of you because in your schools in the zoo, they don't teach you anything. I want some people to actually go and sit down and study the history of Islam. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped growing. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped expanding through militancy and war. Others have stopped, only Islam. Christianity is based on convincing people, telling them about the message of hope and restoration of Yahweh Yeshua. Of course, immensely corrupted, that we know for sure. But Islam believes in expanding through war, and that war is coming. Now, I must be put on record. And Uchemefo, I wanted to record this very broadcast and play it all the time for our people to also understand and listen very carefully. And I will say it tonight. And if you come to me in the future, I'll refer you to the broadcast of the 8th of June, 2015.
and that I made this very comment I'm about to make now at precisely 10 minutes to 8 p.m. in the evening. If ISIS comes down into the zoo, of course,
I don't know why this thing is hanging. I don't know why it is hanging. That be the problem. When you want to do something important, the other thing will begin to misbehave. But we must listen to it today. Like it to, no like it to, we must make a way. Another way there. I must bring another way. We go listen to them. Where they did all these things.
ISIS will enter the zoo and charge unless Islam is the only religion that has never stopped growing. Islam is the only religion that has never stopped expanding through militancy and war. Others have stopped, only Islam. Christianity is based on convincing people, telling them about the message of hope and restoration of your religion. Of course, immensely corrupted, that we know for sure. But Islam believes in expanding through war, and that war is coming. Now, I must be put on record, and which therefore I want to record this very broadcast and play it all the time for our people to also understand and listen very carefully. And I will say it tonight. And if you come to me in the future, I will refer you to the broadcast of the 8th of June 2015. And that I made this very comment I'm about to make now at precisely 10 minutes to 8 p.m. in the evening. If ISIS comes down into the zoo, of course they're part of Boko Haram anyway. If they fall, not today, but they have forged an alliance already. If they launch any attack with the name of ISIS on the zoo soil, if you come to us to give us weapons, I will decline it. I will allow them to kill all of you before we mount any counter-offensive. Let me tell you one thing that you don't understand. Some of you, you claim you went to school, they didn't go to school. Because if you went to school, you will understand how Islam works. Islam is coming for you. They must come for you. It's an MUSD, must. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Only you can defend yourselves. This headline here is a confirmation if you read one. I think Abubakar said it yesterday. Today is being covered that ISIS is coming, not just Boko Haram, but the real bad people that are coming. They need access to the oil, and they will get it to secure the financial base for their continued expansion within the goal of sub-Saharan Africa. The zoo is seen as pivotal, and Biafra land is where the resources that they're looking for is lying in. They don't trust Buhari anymore. Buhari was their godfather, they no longer trust him. I mean, Boko Haram in this instance. Buhari, they thought we give them Sharia immediately. Buhari saying, I don't belong to anybody. From that day, they despite their woman. Some of you cannot reason, cannot see very well because you're blind. But at least you are mocking. You are listening to the good Biafra. Very, very mocking. I'm telling you the truth. Or else I can not go food in your blindness. It is that darkness will come to shed light on that you can see properly. If they enter the zoo, I will not command this animal. And I need guns and I have the men. I need guns and I need bullets. That's all we need. And then we win. I have been sounding this warning. I've been telling you, Anya, cause of what you think like joking. They are coming. Your mothers will be raped. Your sisters will be married off as slaves. I'm telling you that now. Right as I speak, write it down. Biafra land will be decimated. Unless we equip this army to defend us. If we don't equip our army to defend us, in other words, if we don't march this year, it will be very difficult for us to recover. Forget all this nonsense. All these so-called pro-Biafra groups you're saying, Awasa brought them out to confuse you. Awasa brought them out. That is why they cannot say what we are saying or do what the people are doing. These are Awasa groups, and you are not listening. That's now I want to honor the Christianity. So you are not listening. Because the devil has gone into all these idols that you worship. Outside you do anything. The devil has gone inside you to harden your heart, to blind your eyes that you can no longer see. That day, I will tell you to remember the broadcast of the 8th of June 2015. I will tell you to go back to it. I need guns and I need weapons. If I don't have guns and bullets, the army of Biafra cannot defend your towns and villages. The sooner you get that into your thick skull, the better for everybody. You are black people, you don't reason, I know that for sure. But the sooner you take this very message seriously, the better for everybody. Or else you're finished. ISIS is coming. They will enter the zoo and Chad very, very shortly. Not as Boko Haram, they are coming in as their franchise and as their name dictates. ISIS is coming. If you like, you make haste while the sun is shining, or if you like, you can continue to be dumb and stupid. That's entirely up to you. Why they do, I won't be there. So you'll be there anyway. And they think that's what want it, and nobody will. If you like to give us guns, if you like, you don't. We are trying to save you, not you saving us.
Okay. It is very, very clear. Very, very waiting clear. And we must continue. Today, we go show you the secret where Kanunta the plan. It don't open them. And then the secret where the one we say the Nnennaya, the criminal, they do. We go see them. But before we see them, like I've been they tell you, all these people, when they tell you, nah, they cannot talk, nah, they cannot no talk, nah, they cannot this, nah, they cannot know this. I want you to really understand that they have not visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, when your enemy, even your own enemy, come out, come follow you, they fight another enemy. I see Udene. They tell this criminal, say that they lie. They don't see that they can. You don't say, wahala day. We dey come small, but we go see video. You go see audio of their evil today. But before we go on, before we continue, I want us to listen to what Mazi Simon Ekpa just said. Okay, let's listen to him.
Necessary. The internal conflict is to engage the enemies within. This is normally what happens in a war of liberation, in a fight of liberation like this. And we have tried to avoid it. We are going to begin the internal conflict. It has become necessary. The internal conflict is to engage the enemies within. This is normally what happens in a war of liberation, in a fight of liberation like this. And we have tried to avoid this, yet they continue to drag us into this mess, and we are going to engage them. So I want to encourage every Biafran to understand that no amount of blackmail should make you derail. No amount of propaganda should make you step back an inch. We are here to finish what our forefathers started, and we are here to finish what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started in 2013. I want everyone to understand, you must not, agree in what we are doing and how we are doing it. But do not be an obstacle to what we are doing to free our people. You see this Biafra, it is coming. Not you, not me, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not Nigeria government, not the governors of the Southeast, not the criminal political leaders in the Southeast and the South can stop it from coming. I am here to finish what I have started. And I want to encourage everyone to stand very strong. I want to make it very clear that every Monday sit at home continues. We are adding the 2 week sit at home tomorrow, which is Monday. And the audio messages being being shared all over the social media, that person that is making that audio, be warned. Be warned, because what you are fighting against is bigger than you. Over 3 million children were killed as a result of Biafra freedom. After that, Many people from 2013 to date has paid the ultimate price with their lives. And not you can come today to say that those people who died for nothing. We are going to fight, and their spirit will be appeased when Biafra independence is announced. And I'm here to finish it. Do not be an obstacle. Otherwise, we will use you and appease the gods of our land that will make Biafra possible. Thank you. May God bless all of you. Stay out of trouble. Stay your home when the order is given, so that Nigeria government will not use you to blackmail and to sponsor their propaganda against the Biafra movement. Thank you. May God bless you. And may God bless Biafra.
Okay. Tomorrow, the sit at home continues. Like you always hear, no go do, no do, no do, gara for me. Oh. If you come out just to blackmail what you are doing, you will end up blackmailing yourself. True. You will end up blackmailing yourself. It's just very simple. So don't even think of coming out to blackmail IPUB, because some fools are calling you, come out, nothing that happened, come out, nothing is happening. You come out, if anything happen, now your head, it happen. That is what you don't understand. When you come out, now for your head, that thing go happen, no. Why you no one learn? Why you no one learn? My people, we must continue. Whether you like it or whether you don't like it or you see the sit at home, you must continue to observe it. Whether it be minister, whether it be prime minister, whether it be governor, whether it be traditional ruler, that sit at home, you go to observe them, whether you like it or not.
If you finish writing all your rubbish, on Monday you will sit at home. On Monday you'll be inside your house. If you finish writing all your rubbish, on Monday you will sit at home. On Monday you'll be inside your house. If you finish writing all your rubbish, on Monday you will sit at home. On Monday you'll be inside your house. If you finish writing all your rubbish, on Monday you will sit at home. On Monday you'll be inside your house. Your name. If you finish writing all your rubbish, on Monday you will sit at home. On Monday you'll be inside your house.
Now, I want us to listen to what this criminal is saying. You know, criminals that are fighting against you even know the truth. Criminal like this man here, I've forgotten his name.
Ijele.
Hey, Ijele, you know this. You know what it be Ijele. You know this to answer Ijele. His name is, I've forgotten his name. I've forgotten his name. His real name, I've forgotten. So, make we listen to what he tell this criminal. The two criminals are now fighting each other over who is lying and who is not lying. Listen to him.
Happy with honor. Or don't happy with honor.
First, Benjamin Madubu, your name was not on the list of the people that were penciled down to see Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what you and the Ejiofor are playing. Whatever it is you're playing is not working. Because I heard his voice behind the camera. Those of you who haven't watched the video, you are free to watch it on his own platform. Because I heard that with your first voice from behind now. When he was making that. So, you think you and the Ejiofor can go and cook up anything? I'm not saying you cooked up anything, but let's check. Your name no dey list first. You yourself made a video where they bounced you. How many times? So at the same time where Efe come they expose the other side, and on our side come the shake. You now want to tell us that Nnamdi, who opened his mouth and said that Simon is his disciple, and Simon openly made a post then accepting the appointment. You people made memes of Saul anointing David as Nnamdi Kanu.
I believe the story that come out very clear. Who no understand this story? When they play here, you make it clear. I will help you understand.
We are going to begin the internal conflict. It has become necessary. The internal conflict is to engage the enemies within.
Now you they play this.
This is normally what happens in a war of liberation, in a fight of liberation like this.
It's not me.
And we have tried to avoid this. Yet,
I'm muted.
I don't know what in there happened now.
You see, a criminal knows themselves. They know their weak points. You see, as this guy started analyzing
network difficulties because of Nigeria anyway. So now,
but let's check your name. No.
Okay. So now, like I tell you, I go just open line. After I don't open Kanunta, we go open them. They go see. BIAFRANS on I go see. Then on I go come talk on our mind. Today, but when we tell you to talk only for 2 minutes, talk 2 minutes and give us that chance, make the talk. Today, now talk day. Everybody go talk. Don't worry. So I want us to understand what is playing. That this guy knows the people that goes to see. When we tell you say the work, anyway, that one no be. The truth to be said, listen to his waiting they different from waiting in talk and the waiting I don't talk this morning. Nothing. Nothing. They go come tell you say Onion to talk. Onion to say you waiting for dream that they see Onion to I don't know. Eh? Any monkey will go sleep, wake up, will come out to tell you Onion to talk. I go repeat them. Don't worry. If they are not surprised, they tell us talk this for that.
you, ma, njema, other happy with one. Other happy with one.
What Jidego dia. First, Benjamin Madubu, your name was not on the list of the people that were penciled down to see Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what you and the Ejiofor are playing. Whatever it is you're playing is not working. Because I heard his voice behind the camera. Those of you who haven't watched the video, are free to watch it on his own platform. Because I heard that with your first voice from behind now. When he was making that. So, you think you and the Ejiofor can go and cook up anything? I'm not saying you cooked up anything, but let's check. Your name no day list first. You yourself made a video where they bounced you. How many times? So at the same time where Efe come they expose the other side, and on our side come the shake. You now want to tell us that Nnamdi, who opened his mouth and said that Simon is his disciple, and Simon openly made a post then accepting the appointment. You people made memes of Saul anointing David as Nnamdi Kanu anointing Simon. When you people sidestep to Chemefo, true or false? So why are you saying that it's all autopilot? All of them are under IPOB, and we heard this pronouncement by Nnamdi Kanu that they should listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very good job, very fine job, very fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
So somehow now you are telling us he's not a member of IPOB. Anyway, we are going to add a video where this Simon himself was at IPOB, Finland. In your football game, Simon was there addressing you people. Some of you that are now saying, Simon is not our member, he's not. You were there. The full video, if you go to the full live video, all of you were there. He was with you. When you people set up, is it your Okanne football club in Finland? So why are you trying to, you people want to take it from his hand? It's not working. Go and devise another means. This one is not working.
Man.
We did it. This, what you said, doesn't even sound like what Nnennaya will say. Let him open his mouth and say it the way he said it. The way he commissioned him, let him come and decommission him. Not you. You don't like Simon. Ejiofor doesn't like Simon. Somehow we are going to believe what you said about Simon. Really? And your witness is your Ejiofor's witness is Benjamin Madubu. This shouting, you know the work. If you have talked in a calm manner, it may be somehow believable, but this one you are shouting, jumping up and down. Hey, no. You can use it to confuse bingos, not us. We won't fall for this. Come on, man. Listen to this guy. Yeah, did not hear plan. And you now want to come and collect it from Simon. But anyway, when I don't try for media, you know work. This one and I go for Biafra, don't get with it. Nandi will open your mouth, say go turn everywhere to Somalia. Even tell their own people, say, oh, those of them we don't ready to buy, say, then salute them. Now that they use the act waiting they.
Okay, thank you, Chuku Kadibiako Genewahanya. Thank you so much for being part of the program, Udene. Thank you for being part of the program. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, honestly. My own is that it doesn't matter who is saying what. But the truth is that who is saying the truth? Now, there we there. Now, without wasting time, we go enter the cocoa. You see, you go hear some things today, and then you go see some things today as well. Make we begin with where they that their picture. That's their picture. That is their picture. Then you go see get their video. And you go hear their audio as well. Because when we begin with the do and reach end, we know the look face. When we begin the do, we go do and reach end. You go see hear their mouth as they talk am. Hey, you go hear wetin your ear no go believe today. Just have patience with us. I don't know whether we go fit enter the other one. Now, one we go dey do am. Make we fit finish am today. Not mind, we must continue. We'll give this aside. Make we use this one, Make we use this one. With the combo, relax. With the call. So that Mazi, you want to say anything?
Nothing I want to say now that is more faster than what this guy have said. You know, the thing I wanted to add in his speech is that sometimes this God will serve. He will use an enemy to help you to know what you don't know before.
Exactly.
This short video this guy made now to counteract what this kidnapper Madubugo said is very, very educative. For him to say that all of you are dead, Nnennaya appointed Samuel Ekpa, and now you people want to gang up to collect it for him. that it's not gonna work. Meanwhile, you said you visited Mazi Nnennaya. He said that he's aware that your name is not in the list. Means this guy is working with DSS. You know the model.
But he don't tell you now. The guy has told you that he's working. He knows everything that is happening. Going that way is not even relevant because he made it clear that he's working with them.
Yes, and he told this guy to pack aside because his method of speech or convincing the public cannot work because he's number one, his name is not in DSS. So he knew from the insider in DSS that it doesn't matter who you are, if your name is not in the list, you cannot visit Mazi Nnennaya. But now we have heard from Iberibe that he visited Mazi Nnennaya, but you cannot confirm that. We heard from Dan Otase that he visited Mazi Nnennaya. That one has not been confirmed. So I don't know. Can they visit Mazi Nnennaya without their name being listed in a list? I don't know when Ojus Okalu visited Mazi Nnennaya, whether his name is on the list or they bypass it or he entered through the backyard. Although I heard that he entered through the backyard, but I don't know the procedure by which he entered through the backyard. Whether the name was hidden in a list and now he followed through the backyard. Whichever way, I don't know, but this guy has confirmed as an agent of DSS, if your name is not listed in the visitors list, you cannot visit a prisoner or visit a detainee. That's what this guy is trying to tell us. And at the same time, the guy has vindicated the prime minister of his position. The position the prime minister is occupying, this guy has confirmed that it's legitimate. The action that this guy is
This so-called pro-Biafra group.
The action our prime minister is displaying right now, this guy has confirmed it legitimate, has confirmed it from the top, from the high authority, which is our leader Mazi Nnennaya, and he has flooded all the mago propaganda by Ejiofor, Aloy, and Madubugo. All the rest of them, every propaganda against Mazi Simon, but this guy has just flooded it down. That he's trying to tell us now that it doesn't matter how they speak, how loud they speak, that he has an intel, the mind of Mazi Nnennaya from the DSS. What he says goes. So BIAFRANS, I think you have ear, you are listening. So forget about all these things. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Aloy Ejima, Ejima and Madubugo and Nnennaya Baribe, and so many of them are just making mouth here. Just forget it. Thank you very much.
Okay, Nnewo, BIAFRANS, we are set to go. Let us listen. As you can see here, this is the where they were in fundraising. There were about 17 of them or so. So now them be this. This one, now them be this with the one will be Mercy Shelter. Whether not be Bruce Fan, I don't know, because all of them are criminals. You go here. How? In short, no need of telling you. Let us go. Huh? Let us go. We go to listen one by one. So let's go. I'm sorry, Nnennaya.
And either electronically or physically. So you can raise up your hand if you have one or two things to say, especially when it's related to money. Since we're a bit shy, I hope you know.
This is Kanunta and the Nnennaya fundraising.
Okay, fundraising.
Yes, the fundraising they did yesterday. This is the criminal-minded people that they plan how to steal. And they no gree go live, they do them secretly.
Really?
Yeah. If they don't know you, they don't admit you. They no gree go online. Because they hear say IPOB they do fundraising, so they go put up so that mistakenly You go log into their own, go give them money. I never see the kind criminal people who they be.
Okay, at the same time IPOB they do their own, at the same time they
The
do
same time, the same hour, the same time, the same hour.
really.
So as they open, make we listen to them. We get many for you. Listen.
You wouldn't mind. I'm the youngest here, so you wouldn't mind if I do if I go to forward. Our elders, can I say to something like the box? So to open it, I know that people are permitting me, so please do something. I know that I'm not a risk. Can you give me this privilege tonight? So first, as long as you're going to put something reasonable, if not, you wait for the elder. If not, you wait for the elder so that they will get you to the way. We don't find them. So it doesn't matter. But as long as what you're going to do, anybody who is strong enough from this kingdom, and we will follow. More hours they get obedient Biafra. And to follow a young man of 15 years. If this person would just give the Biafra tonight. On the contrary, I'm not the one.
Do you hear what that old man talk? He is ready to follow a man of 15 years if he's ready. Why are you not listening and following to someone else? Criminals everywhere.
I know.
Criminals.
To follow our leader, and in the area of strong, you people are my strength. So whenever it comes to how many am I? So I will open it up to support.
Una hear am? Then you ask yourself, who are they? What are they doing? He said no fun. Sorry, no sound. Sorry about that. Let's go back. Sorry. Really sorry.
That's myself when you hold you on. Myself now. You're playing something.
The problem is that really directing that to our head of Mrs. Nnennaya comes and makes a broadcast and says this is where IPOB money will go, and this account will no longer be closed.
Do you hear that? Money. Until Nnennaya come and say this is where the money will go. Their problem is not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Their problem is not Biafra. Their problem is money. Say Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, give me money. That's what I mean. I'm not interested in any other thing. Money.
They want the guarantee. That's all. They are not following anybody.
Can I say something? I don't know if you're saying.
Go ahead.
I cannot guarantee that account will not be closed.
Do you hear that? I cannot guarantee that your money will not be stolen. That means, as you are raising this fund, tomorrow morning, you can hear, but Nnennaya will come up and tell you again that this account has been closed. Nnennaya said, I cannot guarantee that your account will not be closed. When they hear them, I will put them back again to make you hear them. Listen.
That's all. They are not following anybody.
Can I say something? I don't know.
That is Nnennaya about to tell you that your money, there is no assurance. Your money can wave your money at any minute.
I heard this story.
Go ahead.
I cannot guarantee that account will not be closed.
No what?
I can't. Because the account, we had it here, nothing happened. Until Collins Chinedu and his master, the OGM, sent him to go and interrupt, and the account was closed. The one that was closed in America, I cannot guarantee because I am not the bank. But I can make an announcement where money will be paid, which I've been doing. Some of them have an excuse. Some of them don't want to pay, so then they have an excuse. So they say, okay, let's say because we don't know. Those that want to pay have been paying their money. Many people have.
They have been paying their money, and they ask this criminal woman, what have you been doing with the money? If they have been paying, what are you using it for? If people have been paying, where have you been channeling the money? Now, just very simple question. Are you using it to feed 247, or you are using it to feed Battle Cry, or you are using it to feed who? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who? Or ESN? Many people are still foolishly, ignorantly giving their money to these criminals you see here. They are all criminals. All of them, they are criminals. You give them your money to do what? Now, wait, I don't know. I don't even know. Why somebody will think of giving their money to these people that cannot account, and they are not telling you your money, there is no assurance. It can disappear at any moment.
I've been paying United Kingdom, in Germany, the few we have, I've been paying. I pay my coordinator and others to pay. The same thing in Italy. We have people that know what they what is doing, but they just want an excuse. I've been announcing on air their accounts to pay, they'll still complain. Some of them will say they don't want to pay to America because America, the system is so and this and that. them always have excuse. They will tell you, wait until our leader comes out. You don't pay, but you want to wait until our leader comes out. Who does that? So I can't that our country must be closed. Because we have enemies within that will go and support their account. We just all pray to make sure that their account is not closed. That's all I can say.
I think if we look among us, is there anybody that is outside
Everybody outside where?
That's it. They are scared because Nnennaya has made a shocking opening speech that she cannot guarantee that their money is safe, that the money can be stolen. The account is not secure. So the man is like he's scared. He's
a lot. He's trying to take cover.
If there's anybody that will bring out this secret, you know, they say as in the talk that the secret is there for grant. Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa said, as you they do that secret, your pikin go carry and come out, your wife go carry and come, your husband go carry and come, your friend go carry and give the people where they do the right thing. Listen, oh, you never finish. They listen.
I see this opportunity to invite Mr. Mike Starter, Deputy UK National Coordinator, to give us a and welcome address. It will be reasonable if we all mute ourselves so that we can hear him and then we don't disrupt him, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, good evening, BIAFRANS. Morning, good afternoon. It's evening for us, but I know we've got people from all over the world. Can I thank everybody to start with for joining us tonight? It's a very, very important event, really, with the fundraising. With what's going on, it's more important than ever now to raise money due to what's going on in various countries. But you can all rest assured that the group who's here believes in the truth, believes in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and believes in freedom for Biafra. That's what the focus needs to be on, and I think everybody who's here is focused on that. That's the most important thing. I'm not going who said this and who's done that and who's reported that. That's irrelevant as far as I'm concerned, and it should be irrelevant to everybody who's here. You're here for one reason. You're here to try and raise money for very, very important issues. The legal team in the UK, for one, is a very, very important issue. It's still all going through the courts. People don't realise the significance of that, but it's probably one of the most important things that's happened over the past 2 years. I'd like to welcome, as I say, people from all over the world. I'd like to say a special thank you for Mazi Kanu, who's here representing our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the head of finance, world head of finance, Mrs. Nnennaya, Anya, and we'll address people over the next few minutes. I'm giving this speech tonight because, as Mazi Nnamdi said earlier, we had an emergency situation last night, so the UK National Coordinator, my wife, sends her apologies, but things happen in life. We all know things happen. Some can't be avoided, but we move on, we carry on. So anything that's happened, anything you've heard, move on. Focus on this fundraising. Let's try and raise as much money as we possibly can. And that's all I've got to say, really. It's focus. It's focus. Understand what you need to be doing. No, this journey was going to be easy. from the beginning will realise how difficult it is. But we will get there. People can throw the spanner in the works all they want. It won't make any difference. Biafra will come, and it will come very, very soon. Nnennaya will be released.
Silence. May the soul of a fallen hero may they fight on to restore our nation, Biafra, and restore freedom and sanity to humanity. In Chuko So we'll move straight. You see this opportunity to invite our special guest of honor, Mazi Kingsley Kanu. Mazi,
good evening. Abi. One family. Good evening all. I am pleased and honored to be in this very fundraising tonight to represent our leader, Master Ika. I want us to take something away here today. First, it's showing that when a genuine IPOB family member does push you, what that simply means is he or she is doing it because they care, and together we can do so much. And that is the reason why we are here. What we are doing here is not new to us. It's something we've known very long. But there's one thing I want to take away. While we are praying, I was just thinking, and something came into my mind. And that is this. The question was, is there anything that is more than what we are doing now in our lives? Is there anything more than what we are doing? The answer is no.
Monsieur, no.
This is the last battle we are fighting. And this is what that will crown all our efforts and nothing more. So I will always but this is kind of progress. Every gathering that has to do with Biafra, because this is what we are meant to do today. And that is what we are doing. I thank all of you for coming. And you can see how things are playing out for this one. We are going backwards today. They will start what is wrong from the onset. How we can look back how it was in 2021. You will know that where we are now is better than where we started from. And it is very obvious. Everyone has seen what is there. That where people say that it's good, at the end of the day, there's no day. It will not cause. Just because they want to destroy Africa. And after 26 months, the truth is now unfolding. That is what it means sometimes for people to be consistently consistent. You know something, we all know something. We see things. And as we are today, the Elohim we are worshiping always to us at every given point in time. Without any doubt. But it's a question of what do we do with the things for him. I'm glad that everybody said.
We all need to know one thing. While our head of finance is getting ready to make a speech, there's one thing we need to understand. If you think there's IPB somewhere, another IPB somewhere. If you think that there's one other IPB somewhere, you are making a very big mistake. We are the IPB. The people you are seeing here today are the IPB. So the better you step up to the game and know that everything has fallen on you now. If I were you, this is what I would do. If I was you, this is what I would do. It has become you now. If I was the president, if I was this is now you.
things are happening. Who foolishly go carry money, give this?
Am I back again?
Eh?
Yes, yes, we can hear you now.
I'm sorry, please. I don't know where you stopped. I don't know where I spoke last. I don't know.
About the various places we can pay it to.
Yes.
United States. That was the last one. United States.
Okay. You said that those of us in Europe, our money remains in Europe. We pay it to the PayPal accounts in the United Kingdom. You should endeavor to open a PayPal account. If you don't have, endeavor to get one, because from henceforth, that's where we'll be using to pay in our money until the situation normalizes again. But in case you don't have a PayPal account, and I don't want people to start giving an excuse, I don't have a PayPal account. Now, you call our sister, Pastor Nnennaya, United Kingdom. I think she's one of the committee. She will tell you an account where to pay your money. But your money remains in Europe, not to USA. And for those of us in Africa, if you have a PayPal account, you pay to the PayPal account, or you pay to our South Africa account. There.
Well, the thing is that all these stories, where did they tell here? Ask yourself. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This one. Ask yourself, Kanunta Kanu, and whoever. Ask yourself, waiting they don't do for this. You are free to call into the program, or guess you want to call. Ask yourself, waiting they don't do to this towards the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Ask yourself, very simple question. What have they done? What have they contributed? What have they added? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And every day you come here, you see them make noise. You see them talk. You see them fight against what we are doing. I said this before, and I am repeating it again. I said it before, and I am repeating it again. Freedom fighting now, as I am talking to you, is not about fighting against those that are keeping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, or fighting against Nigeria, or fighting against the Fulani terrorists, or fighting against the Boko Haram terrorists. No. It's fighting against Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you are not fighting against Simon Ekpa now, you are not fighting for freedom. That is it. They go about day in, day out. Who are you fighting? Simon Ekpa. As this Kanunta now, what is your problem? Simon Ekpa. And yet, the same Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not fine. Kanunta, your own brother, you have not seen. The Akawo Goriuchi have not seen him. And you come on the social media, and my husband is well. My husband is doing fine. My husband is doing great. You are not one of us. Stop using the name of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Stop using the name of my husband. Are these human beings, or what do you call themselves? I don't know what they call monkeys. Because it's only monkeys that know everything but doesn't know how to free itself. Monkeys. Today, every fight you see them fighting is against sit at home. It's against Simon Ekpa. It's against, if you are not fighting Simon Ekpa, if you are not fighting sit at home, you are not doing anything. You must fight Simon Ekpa to belong. You must condemn Simon Ekpa to belong. daily, day in, day out. They are there fighting against what Simon Ekpa is leading the truthful people to do towards the restoration of Biafra. I don't know what people really want. If somebody like Nnennaya will come out and they tell you, look, oh, what you are doing is wrong. Though I don't believe in these people, though I am not with them, but to know their lie. This is what Nnennaya is saying. Nnennaya don't believe in what we are doing. He is not one of us. But when the lie go too much, he come and tell you, listen, this one is the biggest lie. Stop. Stop. Today is no longer how do we get Mazen and the Kalo out. It's no longer how do we get this Biafra. It's no longer how do we feed our ESN or keep them. No. Today is just all about Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa. Morning, day, afternoon, night. Simon Ekpa. Today, they are recruiting people to go into what you call it, into army. They are recruiting youth service members, and that they call and they beg, if you have any family member in the what you call it, in the youth service, want them to carry their bags and go home. Want them to carry their bags and go home. Because they are only going or running towards embracing death. Death. Nothing more, nothing less. Now death, they are going to embrace. May God have mercy.
Amen. Oh.
Have collected money just to sell Mazena the Gano. How much have you collected? How much have you been paid? Just because of change, you have been able to sell your own brother for no reason. Let these criminals come out from my face. Now, not suppose they my screen. We will listen to the main thing. So, my people, I would like continue, but there are other problems. We must continue and they no join with this one. So since nobody is calling into the program, Maze, I don't know if you want to say anything. You say we'll do one or two things before we go.
Well, thank you again for having me in the show. Our people, there is an adage that says that when you are removing something from the body of a dog, make sure you show it to his eye so that he doesn't think that you are pinching him. You people are seeing it as it dey play, as it dey show. Okay, so when people are running hectare scatter for one thing or the other, try to quench it, you know, uh, with without thought of consequences, then you know that something is fishing. People who fought their enemies in different angles, for the ones that are talking on their behalf, for the ones that are not talking on their behalf, that person is insane, is mad. Tell me who among this um, Biafra movement Kanunta has not attacked. Kanunta have started from the beginning to attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor. It's not enough he attack Samuel Ekpa. It's not enough he attack DOS. It's not enough. All these people I'm calling now, they are all against Samuel Ekpa. DOS, Ikedozie ha Mohammed Abbas and Aloye, Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Kanunta has attacked all these people. only because he wants to occupy illegitimate position, and the person that is kicking him is behind the scene kicking him. The other day I heard from Master Prophet that the Kanunta is the deputy of Biafra movement. I ask myself, has this become a family business? When has it become a family business? That if after the senior brother is him, who born him, who, in fact, who gave him that temerity, the audacity, the impetus to announce himself as a deputy? So what we are saying here is that we can't just fold our hand and allow a miscreant, all the way from Germany to come and control what we are doing. This is the same person whom Ejiofor, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, called Samuel Ekpa, telling him that Kanunta has bought a new brand car, Dodge, in Germany, which is driving. Ejiofor just entered IPOB to become a mole. Ejiofor entered IPOB to become eye of Nigerian government. Ejiofor entered IPOB just to design it to create a confusion, chaos. Ejiofor entered IPOB just to jam people together to become an enemy. Somebody who is representing a senior brother of their siblings called somebody and answered somebody of somebody who is not a family member, called him telling him that his client junior brother has bought a Dodge car in Germany. That person that is engineering that kind of gossip, what is he trying to do? He's trying to jam the whole family together and scatter them, scatter IPOB, scatter everybody. Something of family matter. You carry it and go and tell somebody who is not a family member. What does that mean? Ejiofor want to scatter everybody so that this Biafra of a thing doesn't work. Ejiofor want to drag Chike Dozieha and Mohammed Abbas together against Samuel Ekpa. Ejiofor want to drag Chike Dozieha and Chinasa Nworu together with Kanunta Kanu. Ejiofor want to drag Aloy Ejimako together with Samuel so that they can get Christ, because right from the day Aloy Ejimako was banned for entering the court to see Nnamdi Kanu, it was Ejiofor who did it, because Ejiofor already called Samuel telling him that over his dead body Aloy Ejimako will enter the court. So that day Aloy Ejimako was banned. Look at this, the same Aloy Ejimako now who is fighting against Samuel Ekpa. This is a person Samuel Ekpa is fighting on his behalf. He now has turned against Samuel Ekpa, who is defending him against what Ifeanyi Ejiofor is doing. You see the game Ifeanyi Ejiofor is playing. Drag this person's head, drag this person's head, drag this person's head, enter the family of Onyendu, drag the head of his siblings, and jamming everybody together to cause chaos. Now he has been able to achieve it. Samuel Ekpa is not in good time with Aloy Ejimaka again, because he has been able to brainwash that one and destroy his mind, destroy Aloy Ejimaka, destroy Mohammed Abbas, destroy Chike Dozieha, because Chike Dozieha now is one now attacking Ifeanyi Ejiofor because of the architecture. My brothers, my sisters, let's forget it. Let's open our eyes to see what has fallen inside the water. The person that will be their bus stop, their end is Samuel, no any other person. So remain resolute, focus in what we are doing, believe it, the truth will come out. This thing you are seeing on the screen now is a small one. Biafra 247 will bring the men exposition. How these people are ganging up to contribute money to brainwash their gullible followers that they want to go and release Martin Nnamdi Kanu. They want to go and do this. Truth is coming out. This is not enough. Thank you very much for having me. God bless you.
Okay, let me see if we can play that, but it's too long now.
No. You see, there you have to fast forward it. Let me show you. Let me open it. It's just
Yeah, put it to where you want us to play. Then you bring it to the you post, you share it, so I will play it. You understand? Sanderson?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Very well, I can hear you.
All right. See, where I tagged it was 16 minutes.
Share it here. Share it.
Okay, I should share it. Okay.
Yeah, put it so you will control it. You know where the thing is, so we'll watch from there.
Okay, check. I can share now. A lot of things is happening. We need to know the main truth. These people are mad. They are mad. When I say they are mad. All right. If I need to. Okay. One moment, please. Right. This is it here now. I think you can see it on the screen, yeah?
Yeah, on it now. Put it full. Let those things by the side go away, I beg.
Okay. One moment, please.
Enlarge it to full.
All right. I need to copy the section so that.
What are you doing now? Only play the video. We don't need all these ones you are copying. What are you copying?
Don't understand the techniques I want to use there.
Okay.
Okay. So right here now, let me start playing.
Will not stay long, so I will be out. Kamga.
Oh, loud enough. Make it loud.
Okay, before you leave, on the man, Mazi Sam, rename my Mazi Njoko, please. I don't know, I haven't got the here to do it.
I have. Oh,
it's showing Galazi as okay, you've done it now.
Yeah, Mazi can speak.
Now I want
my name is Obin Boma.
I want to start from 30 minutes, yeah? From 30 minutes, let me just go to 30 minutes. You will see the agenda, how they try to start the whole thing.
And they're using 2 different devices. That can also be another reason.
Okay.
Yes,
that's possible.
I don't want to assume that everybody is doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's possible.
If 2 people are in the same house or apartment,
that's correct.
To give yourself some gap, otherwise there'll be interference.
That's correct. Okay.
Please proceed. Device and 2 people can share a device.
Proceed. It's okay.
Good evening, Umuchineke. I bring each and every one of us heavenly greetings, and I must also crave your indulgence for calling this meeting. I think the last time we had a general meeting was actually in June. I thought it was in July, early July, but thankfully it wasn't. I know that then I said that our next general meeting will be the AGM coming up in Leicester in September, but something came up and we felt in the cabinet that there is a need for us to have a general meeting so that the way we started, everybody can be on the same page, and that people are carried along as much as possible. Let me start by thanking each and every one of us for the hard work, dedication, and embracing the call for revival. I will say that it's not yet Uhuru. We are not going back. We are not going to rest on our oars or think we have achieved anything. We haven't until Biafra is restored. But I must appreciate your gallant efforts and commitment has shown on many occasions, not just one. And let's say, fortunately, or whichever way you view it, these things come in quick succession, and you have been very, very magnificent in showing of the true spirit of Biafra. I wish to thank in particular, immensely as well, those who took part in last Saturday's Igbo Festival of Arts and Culture, IPOB UK, National Evangelism at that event. Your attitude, your conduct, your courage, everything you did was so impeccable. And I'm sure that all those who were at that event knew that IPOB is alive. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is alive. Biafra is live, hell and hearty. And that is the same spirit that will continue. And that same day, the same night, I would say, there was a special Directorate of State, DOS meeting, in which my humble self was invited. I'm not a member of DOS, just by the way, but it's just that the DOS, the leadership, invited a few, very few national coordinators across the world to brief us on intelligence report that just emerged. I'm afraid it's not everything we are permitted to share. You must appreciate that we are under command and control. So whatever we are asked to do, we obey and do exactly that to the letter. But what I can share with you is that that meeting was very heartwarming. The HOD in particular conveyed his warm appreciation of the IPOB UK family. While he was doing that, he didn't even know that we were already at IFAC. He was acknowledging what had gone on before IFAC, before they started getting some more information on social media of what we did on that same very day. In fact, I was at IFAC venue when I started the meeting. First, I had a regional meeting with Scotland region from 8 o'clock, and by 9:30, I was driving from London. I joined the DOS meeting. The meeting was, as I said, was so.
Now, let me fast forward where they lied against Ejiofor for bringing his legal team, someone to fabricate lie that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sent IPOB. Let me bring that one. That one is fast forward to 41. Let me just bring it a moment. Yeah, there we go.
Report that we've been briefed that there were conflicting information.
Yes.
I know I'm going into details into that, but some people were going to use one of the lawyers to send the wrong message to Yendu.
See?
But thankfully, he has gotten the real message of what's going on and is very delighted in what you're doing. He said you should double your efforts and continue to do exactly the things we are doing, all the rallies, all the diplomatic efforts we are making, writing MPs, booking to meet the MPs face to face, everything we are doing, petition and the rest of it, going to BBC, wherever they are in the UK, and so more that is still going to come up. We'll talk a little bit about them. Not just Oyendu himself. Within 48 hours after that message came, another message came that Onyendu's wife, our first lady, again sent a message, personal message to IPOB UK family to say she has heard what we are doing and seen some herself, and she's very happy with what we are doing. And if I may quote the line that this is what she expected IPOB to be doing right from when Oyendu was first kidnapped. So that means somehow what we are doing, we're on the right track. Then all you have to do is to do more. In the same vein, you can't go back. So these are the messages I bring to all of us tonight as a message of solidarity and support from the highest authority of indigenous people of Biafra. And I'm sure all Biafrans, true Biafrans, both the living and those who have gone ahead of us beyond will be happy with what we're doing. And all I can urge us is to do it with all our hearts. Have no fear. Be full of faith. Have no doubt. Have no negative vibe. Be positive. That all these seeds you're sowing will definitely bear fruit. And not just fruit, but very good fruit. On that note, I will invite the head of UK fundraising, marketing, and events team, Mazi Sam Iheme, to just give us a...
First of all, let's just return back and go to section 37. You will see where they introduce their Umuakwụkwọ. Section 37. That's where they mention Umuakwụkwọ. Somebody asks, what is the meaning of Umuakwụkwọ? He said he can go and make a research.
In labeling people, ESN, IPOB, and the rest of it, we know it's giving a dog a bad name to hang it. We know it's trying to blackmail us into coma so that we won't be able to carry out any action that we are capable of, but they will not succeed. So that's what the meeting called, the DOS meeting called specifically to say, and there is a global call to re-energize our men on ground. For the purpose of this meeting, I will call them Umuakwụkwọ, and a few things that I may have to drop, and I will drop them in the language of heaven. Please, if you don't understand, feel free to contact your zonal coordinator or national officers to explain a bit more, but we cannot say everything very open in this meeting, unfortunately. So summary of it is that the Directorate of State called for emergency ESN fundraising globally because there is urgent need to give them akwụkwọ.
How is he saying about Umuakwụkwọ? Again, inside that explanation, he's not calling the ESN. He said that their men on ground are Umuakwụkwọ. Now, he's now using ESN just to package it so that once you are giving money for Umuakwụkwọ, you are giving to ESN. My people who are listening, there are difference between ESN and their own Umuakwụkwọ they created. This squad they created, called them Umuakwụkwọ, is different from ESN. ESN is under the command of Mazi Samuel as the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile. This Umuakwụkwọ, this guy is mentioning here, they are far from ESN. They are far from it. But let's continue to hear.
And like I said, I'm going to Africa very soon. This the evil plan will begin to manifest itself more than ever before. We cannot fold our arms and lie down to die. No, we will fight back, but we'll fight with Chukwu. And we know that even in the days of old, it's recorded in the Holy Book that the children of Chukwu, the Israelites, went to fight without any weapon of any strength or armory or arsenal. But they went there, they won, and they took plunder, and they took over the weapons of their enemies to fight them. In some instances, the enemies killed themselves, and the children of Israel only came in to gather the plunder. David only had a string catapult. So
now it is time for question about fundraising. We will fast forward now to 1 hour 5 minutes. Between 1 hour 5 minutes and 1 hour 10 minutes, there you will hear the reason for the fundraising. Question about fundraising and the proposed letter. Every fundraising must be approved by DOS, not the one someone does, which is our Prime Minister. Someone, they call it someone, they don't want to mention the name. Then to the 1 hour 10 minutes, firstly, that Onyendu will not like Umuakwụkwọ to die in the bush. Let's listen to that one now. 1 hour 5 minutes. Let's start from here.
hand was up first. I know Sister Magdalene will go raise hand at the very beginning. So you just acknowledge people in order of the hand raised. We want to get a report from the zone. So as you're asking your question, making comments, tell us the zone you're from and what is going on there. Are there improvements in the zones? What can be done to improve it and to revive the zone?
Time for questions.
Okay. Mrs. Ugo, please go ahead and speak.
Good evening, BIAFRANS.
Good evening.
I just overheard Ms. Mazi Okoro saying, Mazi Sami Heme, talking about a fundraising coming up. And I had a glance at the flyer of that fundraising.
Yes.
I'm not sure who put it up, but I think we are very clever people, the BIAFRANS.
Thank you.
And when we are doing things, we should do it in such a way that we don't end up mocking ourselves.
Yes.
I look at that letter. The date of the fundraising is the same date of that letter was written. So the letter was written on the 13th of August and fundraising on the 13th of August.
Yes.
So we are not stupid. The person that wrote that letter should bring it down because it's already been spread. That's number one. Secondly, before now, there was a message trading, and I think it was also tweeted that Onyendu said there should be no more fundraising. I need to be corrected that there should be no more fundraising. So my question is, this very fundraising that is coming on the 13th of August, was it approved by Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader? That's my question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. National, can I please answer that, please?
No, Maz, no, it's not. Every question comes to me unless I invite you, Maz. Sorry.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, our sister. I've noted your points. Or if somebody else's hand is up, straight, but let me answer your question. I think there are easy answers. First is to thank you for your observation. Honestly speaking, as soon as the letter came out, I did the same observation. But unfortunately, I've already gone out, and I'm sure that the date has been changed. Master Sam, please do as our sister Agnes said.
I've already yes, I've updated.
Frankly speaking, I thought if the correction had already gone out.
Yes.
But thank you for the ego eye. It's a very good observation. We shouldn't make such mistakes. It's just a typo error, but it's a very significant one. Then regarding the question of approval, first, let me clarify. I asked exactly the same question you asked at the DOS. And before then, if you remember, the last meeting we came, I clarified that what Onyendu said should stop or be suspended is every fundraising to do with his release. Whether you call it free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, lobbying, whatever, but to do with Onyendu's release. That every of such fundraising should stop. Stop in the sense, again, this is the clarification, stop in the sense that the people are proliferating it, excuse me, I should bite my tongue, that is, people are copying the whole thing everywhere, including people who have no direct connection with IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People who are doing all sorts of things in the name of Onyendu's release without being accountable for it. Every fundraising is supposed to be approved by the DOS.
You see how these people are lying. They said that Onyendu said everything has to stop, that some people, which is the autopilot, the one that's being led by Mazi Samuel Ekpa, the Prime Minister. The Onyendu said every fundraising must be stopped. And Onyendu said some people are used, who are some people? See, this comment, this broadcast was made last year, okay? And as at then, Onyendu has not written that letter of 15th of December 2022, where he said that DOS should forbid from responding Samuel Ekpa. That memo has not been written before this broadcast. They have said this thing before the memo was written by Onyendu. Now, if that memo has been written after this their broadcast, why is it that Onyendu gave order? Whatever Samuel Ekpa is doing, distance yourself, forbid from responding to him. Okay? So now, this is the typical lie. This is what I've lied already. They have lied. If you follow their comment, they said Onyendu said. Onyendu has said every fundraising should stop. Whereas at then, when they said this thing, Samuel Ekpa and the autopilot, Umada, had been raising fundraising to keep the bushes and our Biafra land safe. How is it that this man is saying that Onyendu said every fundraising should stop, both them and the one of autopilot? They are not telling us the truth. They can fabricate a letter. Can you imagine the lady that asked questions recently said the letter that was written doesn't show much reality or confidence. The date was backdated, whereas the event has gone, or the date was ahead of the event. So the man now apologized because they are just working around the clock to see how they can, convince people to follow them, to make people to know that they are the real people, whereas they are misleading people. So from what he just said now, will tell you that these people are a congenital bunch of criminals. So if I may say, from his word, we just heard now that Onyendu said, or can I maybe rewind this so that you can hear what he said correctly? Let's see.
You said should stop or is so be suspended is every fundraising to do with his release, whether you call it Freemason and the Kano, lobbying, whatever, but to do with Onyendu's release. That every of such fundraising should stop. Stop in the sense, again, this is the clarification, stop in the sense that people...
Wait, when this man said this thing, it was 25th of July 2022. By then, Onyendu has not written that memo of 15th of December 2022. How come they are working faster than the ideology of our leader Onyendu Nnennaya Kanu? That Onyendu said every fundraising must what? Stop. There are people who are using fundraising using him to raise fundraising. Then, who are the group of people doing fundraising as at that time to release Nnennaya Kanu or to free Nnennaya Kanu, if not autopilot? How come July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months later, Onyendu drafted a memo, legal memo, through Aloy Ejimako and co, that DOS should forbid responding to Master Samuel Ekpa. It means whatever he heard Master Samuel Ekpa is doing pleases him. So forbid, distance yourself, including the siblings. Okay? Let's get all this technical, or should I say, special directive from our leader Onyendu Nnennaya Kanu. This is authentic legal special directive from our leader Onyendu Nnennaya Kanu. When he said forbid, he said distance yourself under no condition. Distance yourself from responding to Master Samuel Ekpa. because whatever he's saying or whatever he's doing pleases him and he's aware. But let me not go far due to the situation of our leader. Let's carry on.
People are proliferating it. Excuse me, I should bite my tongue. That is, people are copying the whole thing everywhere, including people who have no direct connection with IPOB led by Nnennaya Kanu. People are doing all sorts of things in the name of Onyendu's release without being accountable for it. Every fundraising is supposed to be approved by the DOS, but some people, we already know what's been going on.
Every fundraising must be approved, accounted by DOS. And who are the people doing the fundraising, if not the autopilot as at then, led by the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa? Onyendu said, according to him, that every fundraising must stop and must be accounted to DOS. How come in the article of that legal memo, 15th of December 2022, Onyendu said that DOS, this man is mentioning now, saying that every fundraising must be accounted to the DOS. Onyendu writes that DOS should forbid from responding to man Samuel. So means even if someone is doing fundraising, forbid responding to him. Even if someone is doing brokers, forbid responding to him. This man is lying. He's lying. He's a criminal. I'm telling you. All right. Let's move on again.
Saying all sorts of things, even against the DOS. So Onyendu stopped that. The clarification from our leadership is that that suspension does not include ESN. ESN is a national security call, and this one in particular is an emergency.
May we listen. He said that fundraising is not for ESN. Then it's for who? Has Mazi Simon Ekpa and autopilot Umada and Co. do any fundraising without including ESN? The reason why this man said that the fundraising that are being raised or conducted by whoever is not for ESN. Already we have heard him that they have been able to recruit or establish a competent squad called Umuakwụkwọ. So it means every fundraising must be for Umuakwụkwọ, which he's using the name of ESN to package in order to deceive people. He said this here, and I think he heard it. Or should I rewind it? This is which
sense. Again, this is the clarification. Stop in the sense that people are proliferating it. Excuse me, I should bite my tongue. That is, people are copying the whole thing everywhere, including people who have no direct connection with IPOB led by Nnennaya Kanu. People are doing all sorts of things in the name of Onyendu's release without being accountable for it. Every fundraising is supposed to be approved by the DOS, but some people, we already know what's been going on, been saying all sorts of things even against the DOS. So Onyendu stopped that.
Every fundraising must be approved by DOS. So if there is any fundraising autopilot is doing as at last year, it's not legal. And you just heard him now say that Onyendu said that should stop. The same Onyendu who wrote a memo saying you should forbid from responding to Mazi Samuel Ekpa, as at then, who is raising fund for ESN if not Mazi Samuel Ekpa? But this man here is lying, telling us that Onyendu said that fundraising must be stopped, that every fundraising must be approved by DOS. And Onyendu, in his memo, said you should forbid from responding to Mazi Simon Ekpa. You see all these complications and all these lies, conflict of statements making here. Which one will you grab or which one will you hold on? It doesn't hold water. You see, when a criminal is lying, give him 1 minute. After 1 minute, the next statement, he will complicate himself. Okay, I have to be taking this in gradually one by one to investigate who these people are. This team is very long, but I think we will try as much as we can cover this night. Thank you.
The clarification from our leadership is that that suspension does not include ESN. ESN is a national security call, and this one in particular is an emergency. And as I said, it's not only
ESN is a national world security. So who are Umuakwụkwọ that you went to create, which Onyendu is not aware? What is the position of Umuakwụkwọ in Biafra land if you are to raise funds for them, or if you are to introduce them as a legitimate security outfit? Who are these Umuakwụkwọ? Have you been able to explain? I think in this video, there is a place somebody asking what is the meaning of Umuakwụkwọ. His response was, go and make research. So he could not even defend a security establishment or outfit that he created. Means there is craftiness, there is crooked, establishment in the Umuakwụkwọ that he created. God have mercy.
The UK, some countries are not, from what they said in the meeting, are not going to make appeal. They have a system they can raise the money without making an event for it. But unfortunately, I, as the national coordinator in UK, I'm not 100% sure we can reach our target unless we come out transparent with our people and appeal to our people. And I believe in transparency. I told you, the US, they know me. What's the point of asking people to put in their money and I cannot explain to them? I cannot do that personally. I should be able to explain to them what I'm asking for. So this fundraising in a nutshell is approved by the DOS. In fact, I wrote a letter, I can publish it. Every country was asked to write officially to the HOD to get official approval, so that if anybody is doing it unofficially, they're on their own, and that should not be supported. So Onyendu is fully aware of this, and I'm sure I can't speak for HOD, that Onyendu has given his blessing. What Onyendu doesn't want is IPOB fighting themselves in the name of raising funds for his release. And at the end of the day, 80% of those people claiming to raise funds for his release are not even in any way or shape or form interested in his life, let alone his release. That's the hypocrisy he's thinking. That's what he doesn't want. And that is spoiling his name and also spoiling the good name of Biafra. I think that's what he doesn't want. But Onyendu will not want Umuakwụkwọ to be dying in our forests or Biafra land without any support. No, he won't want that.
Now, is Onyendu aware of this Umuakwụkwọ establishment? The answer is no. But he said here that Onyendu will not like Umuakwụkwọ to be dying in the bush. Onyendu is not aware of Umuakwụkwọ, doesn't know who is this. I don't think Onyendu have heard about Umuakwụkwọ in DSS junction in his ear. But this man behind went and created Umuakwụkwọ and raising fund for Umuakwụkwọ in the name of ESN. Okay? He packaged it. In fact, he managed to integrate Umuakwụkwọ security outfit into ESN, but it didn't work. Now he's now telling us that every fundraising must be approved by HND or maybe DOS. DOS Onyendu make a legal memo on 15th of December 2022 that he should forbid from responding to Mazi Simon Ekpa. And it's only Mazi Simon Ekpa who is the frontliner of fundraising for ESN that are fighting it tooth and nail to stop Mazi Simon Ekpa, to fight autopilot, to stop the ideology of Onyeduma as Nnamdi Kanu, I think we have to carry on going.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have set it up in the first place. If Onyendu was out here, he will be the number one to make sure that whatever Mahoko need, they get it. And let me emphasize, this fundraising is not for their welfare or medical. It's not for eating. This is for pure security. I won't mention it in this meeting. This is purely for security. You know what?
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Oba, could you please speak? Mr. Oba, could you please go ahead and speak? Mr. Oba, unmute yourself and go ahead and speak.
Anyway, let me go to 1 hour, in 1 hour, 27 minutes of that video. I think this woman is one of them. I don't think we need to hear what she's saying, or is he saying anything reasonable? I've forgotten her name.
Because I want to hear what is being done, because IPOB name is being used. I joined IPOB immediately I saw Nnamdi Kanu 2012, and the people that joined, that they are not joined, but 2020, I was at home. I saw them intervening in Nnamdi Kanu, and now they are making it as if I'm following them. They are calling themselves IPOB. I'm not on that.
Sorry, my people, let me fast forward this into 1 hour, 27 minutes, where they caution that autopilot should not be mentioned in their meeting.
The people that are parading and making all this rubbish they are doing in the name of Onyendu, they are also some of the reasons why Onyendu is giving out this instruction we are getting. Remember, it's not easy for him to pass message from inside there. So these messages that come out, I don't know. Only him knows how he's doing it, and I think our barrister, Jofo in particular, is doing a wonderful job of getting out some of these messages. I will say, don't be distracted, as Onyendu will always say. Remain resolute, remain focused. Just ignore them. Maybe you're new to our meeting. I've already passed an order here, which was also endorsed by the DOS. We do not mention those names in our gathering, please. And even in your zonal forums, banish any mention of those names. If anybody continues to mention those names, to make references to them, or even to share their views or posts on your forum, after 2 or 3 warnings, send the name of the person to me. They'll be out of IPOB.
Thank you. Now, let me go where they said they raised fund for Sunday Igboho to be released. Say that the one who raised fund to release Sunday Igboho. Just watch, listen, just listen. These people are 2 congenital liars. They are congenital. When you hear congenital liars, they are the champions.
In discussing with them, when JJ informed me to contact their leader, and they told me they had some money they were going to send to their own group for Sunday Igboho's release. They were making the contribution. But lo and behold, Sunday Igboho was released. So that money wasn't needed. And they wanted to use it to support our struggle for Onyendu's release, because they knew about the legal fundraising. This has taken the greater part of at least more than 6 weeks. When we went to Brussels, I was still talking with them. And eventually they said, oh, they're going to send the money now to us, what the token they were able to contribute. Believe me, I, as a person, thought maybe it was about £500, so the way they were playing it down. And only just a few weeks or so ago, they made the transfer to our national account. In total, 2 transfers, I have to be very transparent, £2,650. It wasn't even the whole Yoruba Now UK group.
Wow,
It was a small group, a group within the group, who felt we are working hard for something good, and this is the token they can support with. They did it quietly. So people who understand struggle, to be honest, they don't ask too many questions. But to only be all the praise because he set up IPOB, more like a quasi-democratic mass movement. I've done a lot of research. Freedom fighting movements are never these people. And that's why Onyendu is also suffering, because you get a lot of betrayal. People see here, they are only interested in taking information they will go and sell. And then we still every time want everything spelled out like in elementary school, so that all our secrets will be laid open. We must learn, and that's what the DOS is doing. So somebody asked, why didn't DOS write it in a memo? They can't. They can't. You don't understand. I'm sorry, you don't understand what we are into. It's not everything. They have passed the message to the national coordinators, and we are lucky that you got me that how become one teacher I like to explain. But it's not necessary. Let's call a spade a spade. So if the leadership has passed it, we are under hierarchy, the chain of leadership. You get the message from the leader. You want the leader to write.
All right, I will go to the last one, the last section in 1 hour 48 minutes. That's where he's cautioning people who ask him silly questions and stupid questions that they will not live to see Biafra if they continue to ask questions. He threatened them so that they cannot share the knowledge or ask him tough questions. Let's go there now. I will show you why he said it.
I'm new here, and I'm a kind of new in UK. I came in last year, and generally I'm new in this particular forum. So, and I'm coming all the way from Biafra land, and I was a member there. And I can tell you categorically here that the people that are feeling the heat are the people back home. And there is no sacrifice one can make than putting his or her life in this struggle. 100K, giving 200K, giving 500 pounds doesn't equate to life.
No.
It pains me that some of us are asking questions. I don't want to call it silly questions, but it pains my heart to understand that some of us are asking this kind of question without even considering people who have paid the ultimate price. They are giving their life for this struggle. So I want us to, this is an agitation. This is a nation we are fighting for. Let us, do everything within our strength to ensure that we get it once and for all. Understand? Let us stop doubting. Let us stop doubting. The person talking is our national coordinator, and from all indications, it's coming from the HOD, DOS. So we should stop asking this kind of question or developing this kind of attitude. We should all be positive and support massively. So this is just my observation. There is no amount that can be equated to life. So I want to donate my own now, because on that 13th of August, I might be at work. I'm giving £100 at least per start. Thank you.
God bless you, watching again. Thank you. And let me just say that the type of wisdom you have shown, honestly speaking, flesh and blood will not reveal such to anybody. It is only spirit. And Onyendus always say, Biafra is the spirit. If you are dealing with Biafra in flesh and blood, you will be deceived. You will miss your target. Let me not wish anybody bad by saying, if you're not careful, you may not even see Biafra.
Hey, if you are not careful, you will not see Biafra.
You have to deal with Biafra in the spirit. And there's a lot of wisdom and understanding and knowledge in the spirit that the flesh does not know. Thank you, Machineke. I may continue to bless you. You might be new to UK, but you are not new in the spirit. And you were never new in Biafra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Baz, over to you. Over to you. I just jumped the video. I didn't even just cover the whole thing together, but I think that one will be another day. Thank you for having me in the show. What do you have to say to the Biafra people and the viewers, please?
Yeah, I want to talk again. If you ask question, you will not see Biafra. I don't know if it is a threat or what.
They contributed money to go and release some people. Look at, they contributed money. So that the one that released.
Not even one single thing they will tell you that is true.
Hi.
And when you watch them from beginning to the end, all their problem is money. Money, 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 money. Like you forget these people. I don't day too sad now.
The one I missed was where they said that I raised money to go and release our lead on Thomas and Nadikan. I will look for that section and bring it out, maybe cut it and send to the media team. They are raising money to go and release on Thomas and Nadikan. If money can release Mazen Nandikano, there are people who can raise that money at will and give it out. The Onyedo will come out. These people are congenital liars. Yes,
Odiego.
So you are hearing us wherever you are now. Use your tongue to count your teeth. Who are these people and who you should follow? Very important. They will.
Odiego. It tire me, yeah. I'm gonna go take something before I go stand up again because I get some egg here and there. So we all know that our 419 tomorrow, like our Prime Minister said, the sit at home continues. And the 2 week sit at home ends tomorrow. So we must continue, and he has already sent a strong message to those criminal oil companies in our land. Another level, 9 we enter now. So my people, I must say thank you so much for being part of the program, and I must say bye-bye for now. Mazi? Mazi, they hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. All hail BIAFRANS, thank you for being with us. I think there is a new message the Prime Minister posted just now, 1 hour ago.
Don't worry, I beg you. Don't worry, leave that message, I beg.
All right. Thank you. Good night from here, and the sit at home continue tomorrow, or the end of it will be tomorrow, and we shall be hearing more updates from the Prime Minister, where and how we can take it from there. Thank you very much. Good night.
On Monday, you will sit at home. On Monday, you will be inside your house. If you finish writing all the rubbish, on Monday, you will sit at home. On Monday, you will be inside your house. If you finish writing all the rubbish, on Monday, you will sit at home. On Monday, you will be inside your house. If you finish writing all the rubbish, on Monday you will sit at home. On Monday you will be inside your house.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making. And you must listen to him, very, very important.